Hey guys, I'm here making my video, and today I wanted to talk about living within your means, something that's not very popular to do in America. Why? Because credit is so easy, and there's also this coming from entitlement, thinking that right out of college and your first job, you should have that nice car, that nice house, when that American dream that we see our parents or the older generation having took many, many, many years to attain. The bigger house, the nice car, that took years of work and investment. So living within your means, simple definition is living on less than you make. So if you make 5 G's, living on 4. That's living within your means. If you make 5 G's, living on 4,950, living within your means. And it also means paying cash for everything, not credit. If you don't have the cash to buy a $30,000 car, you cannot afford it and you are not living within your means. Sounds crazy. Sounds like some radical person talking here, because that's not the mindset. Because people go, how much are the payments? And you look at your budget, and if your budget is $5,000 or you make $5,000 and you can afford a $500 a month payment, that means you can afford the car. Wrong. If you don't have $30,000 in the bank to buy this car, you cannot afford it. So you need to start working on shifting your mindset on that. It's not about the payments. It's about, can you afford the thing? Why? Because on payments, you can afford everything. When people call up the Dave Ramsey show, man, they have, financed living room furniture, solar panels, everything. A dog. You can finance a dog. So can you afford a dog? Sure, it's only $50 a month for 5 years. No, unless you could drop the 2 G's for that, toy poodle you want, you cannot afford the dog. Let me explain. You cannot afford. So we really need to change our mindset. Look at things we could afford only based on what we could pay cash. So living within your means. Going back to 5 grand. I would say, look at how much your income is. Look at every line item in your budget. If you're not budgeting, you better start, because your money is literally slipping out of your fingers. Even if you're out of debt, even if you're making a lot of money. Dave Ramsey had a caller who made 180 grand a year. Was that how much? Or 300 grand? No, it was like 300 grand. That's what it was. He had a caller that made 300 grand a year, and he was $180,000 in debt. Still owed. That's not his house. Still owed on his house. That's his cars and his credit cards and his whatever. And I don't know. I think he had like 70 grand in cash. He had a level in cash. I mean, hello. But what's 180 minus 70? 110,000. Dude's still broke. How much is his lifestyle? You got 110,000 in debt, right? If you take that 70, you pay 110,000 in debt. You're making 300 grand a year. I don't know, what is that? Like 20,000 a month? Take home pay or something like that. 22,000 a month. But how much is his house payment? Probably like 5 G's. He probably got that big old house on the hill. The taxes, the insurance. He says he pays private school for his kids. Why is he in debt? He's in debt because his lifestyle is more expensive than 22 G's a month. So in essence, the moment he called, he broke. And if he died today, tomorrow, he leaves his family with nothing. So yes, you can be broke making 300 grand. That was a caller. So anyway, I say all of that to say, look at every line item on your budget. If you're not budgeting, to start. Even if you make a lot of money, even if you're doing well, even if you don't have debt, your money can be slipping through your fingers, you didn't even notice, okay? And what is it doing? Robbing your future. Because, as he suggests, once you're out of debt and you build your emergency fund, you're supposed to invest 15% of your income in retirement. 15% of your income, whatever that is, means a lot over time. And if you can't do 15% of your income, because you're throwing money in the trash that you didn't even realize. All you're doing is robbing from your future. I say all that to say it's not that you can't live. It's, well, once you put 15% to income to retirement, then set aside a monthly amount that you're saving up to go on a vacation or something. You can live, but it's living within your means, paying cash for everything. And if you can't pay cash, you can't afford it. Get that through your head. The only way you're gonna have what you claim you want with your mouth, because everybody says they want to be financially independent. They look at the rich guy on the hill and say, "Oh, you must have cheated to get there," or maybe it's because of the color of your skin. Nope. It's because he lived within his means. He busted his ass. Hello. We can all do it. I told you the stats yesterday. 33% of wealthy people in America, of millionaires in America, never saw six-figure income, not even 1 year of their working career. And they retire millionaires. But guess what? I think it's like 70 or 80% of them never bought a new car. I'm talking about all the millionaires I interviewed. Never bought a new car. It was always used. Never got loans for cars, paid cars cash. I mean, these are the trends you see. So if you want the results your mouth claims it wants, then you need to do the things the way that the people who are winning, do it. And you need to say no to that vacation now, no to Disney now. I see way too many broke people, i.e. got loans, got debt, and you ain't got an emergency fund. Way too many people broke going on a cruise. Sorry, baby. Hello. So it's as simple as asking yourself, do you want to win? And if you answer that honestly, well, then you got to make some honest changes. So look at every line item on your budget and decide what is a need versus a want. Decide what can you cut out and increase the amount of money, the gap between what you make and what you pay out every month. Make that bigger. Throw all that money to your debt if you got debt. Throw all that money into savings if you're trying to save your emergency fund. And if you're past those stages, make sure you put 15% to retirement. Once you do that, what do you have left over? $200, $300, $1,000 because you cleaned your life really nice. Man, with that $1,000, save $300-400 a month for a vacation. You know, hello, you can live, but you have to be intentional with your money. If not, it's going to escape you. 10 years from now, your life ain't going to be better. Your life's going to suck. If you think your life sucks today, if you don't make some changes, your life's going to suck 10 years from now. Sorry. You're going to remember me. Everybody says that. But that's the reality. Like, forego some things today. Make the tough decision today. Drive that beater. Drive that car that people, when you get to work, they go, "Oh, look at that ugly behind car with the what's it called? The roof lining coming down." Do it now, because then later you're gonna drive whatever car you want, and it's not gonna hurt you. It's gonna be a blessing versus a curse. You got this.